Even though this is the first day in August, there is still a nip in the air here early in the morning. And we can feel the breeze. It's almost as if we are being teased by fall. Yet we are in August and there's still a lot of summer to go. That's why we're going to enjoy these happy flowers and happy moments in the garden. good morning, and welcome to Catherine's Garden and Home. My urban cottage garden. I call it a naturalistic garden, and I love that it's full of flowers and it is also full of greenery and trees and shrubs and all of the good things that make up a beautiful garden. It's a much more cooler morning than ever. It's around the 60s, 65 or so. And it's around 7 o'clock in the morning. The sun is shining so bright and beautiful. And I love how it's lit up this container here. What a beautiful glow. The birds are cooing and having a great time also. It's just so calm, and I feel the joy in the garden.
are doing very well. I think they're almost all open now. What a beautiful scent they provide at this time in the morning. The whole garden is perfumed with the smell of the oriental lilies. With the light of the sun, the morning rays, and the scent of these beautiful lilies just makes the garden very magical, very special. You know that God is in this place. I can also feel the breeze, and you can see it in the trees.
My roses have opened up and are giving me a beautiful, beautiful blooms actually, and a wonderful fragrance, a floral fragrance that is just so unique and so sweet to this garden.
The garden is looking so beautiful this morning. And the temperature is just wonderful. It's like 69 degrees here in the Boston area. And it rained in the morning, early morning. So everything is so alive and moist and beautiful with the sunlight coming in. Here in my urban cottage garden, I'm just enjoying the fullness of the flowers. My oriental lily here in the front has opened, and it's looking so fresh and beautiful. I can see signs of life on my PG hydrangea tree, which I thought had died, but now there are some blooms there, so there is hope for it. There are other things opening up here in the garden. In the back I can see the phlox. It's kind of hidden, but it's there. And the sedum starting to develop its flowers, or wanting to. I can see my yellow daylily. And the butternut squash plant is having fun trailing through the bee balm. And with all these beautiful flowers on the squash plant, I'm assuming that I'm going to have a lot of squash. The bee balm is in the back. That's blooming. And then there's a strange plant that has self-seeded itself here in the garden, and soon it's going to have strong grape-like or berry-like color, and it's going to look very pretty there. It's like a weed to me, but I love the stem color. It's the same color as my garden, and the seeds or the berries are a great accent here in the garden. The cosmos are really coming into their own here. And I was listening to this woman who is a cut garden farmer, and she said that it's good to pinch the cosmos because they're a cut and come again plant. That's why I now have all of these other blooms coming. So it does work, that idea of pinching. My beautiful dinosaur kale is looking really good here, and the worms or whatever caterpillar that likes to eat them hasn't found them because they're hidden in amongst these cosmo plants. What I'm glad to see is that my okra is growing, and it looks like it wants to flower here. But the cosmos are definitely starting to show up, which is really good. And I started them from seed earlier in spring and transferred them here, and they seem to love it. Of course, my zinnias. And I pinched back the zinnias, and they are bulking up now. I just have to keep cutting them, but it's just so hard. I wanted to really show you my okra here. I think they are beginning to flower. So I will be having okra soon to eat. Everything is just looking so nice this morning. It's a beautiful morning here in Catherine's garden. Over there, you can see the leaves of the squash plants. They're just trailing through the bed, which is a good thing. And later on in the fall, I'll just search out the pumpkins. My tomatoes are reddening up, ripening, and they are very delicious. I usually come through and pick them and eat them, but I love how they formulate the different fruit here on the vine. It's so ornamental as well as beautiful and productive. My daylily is still blooming. That's a really good daylily. When the season is over, I think I'm going to dig it up and move it to a more prominent space or place, maybe over in the jewel garden. Look at the leaves of the squash or pumpkin. I think that's a pumpkin leaf. And how it is trailing on the rose bush. My zebra grass is doing well. The whole bed is just doing really well. And it received a haircut from my husband yesterday. So the timing was fantastic. Because now the plants just love it. What I wanted to show you here is my pumpkin patch. I don't see any pumpkins yet, but I do see a lot of flowers. And I do see at times the bees, and yep, there's a bee right there. They're in there pollinating. The flowers. So I'm assuming that we will have some pumpkins, jack-o'-lantern pumpkins in the fall. Because the bees are busy at work, the pollinators. I think that this pumpkin patch just is very attractive, and it leads right up into the side garden, right up into my urban cottage garden area. I really like this side garden.
This beautiful plant was given to me by a gardener friend from the community gardens in my neighborhood. This plant has just continued to spread and bloom, and it's a wonderful pollinator for the bees. Every morning when I wake up and come out here, it's smothered in bees, which is a good thing because right behind it is my herbal tea garden and also some other veggies that I planted there. like tomatoes and corn and eggplant, and it's added so much beauty to this corner. I'm excited to see it in its full, lustrous bloom. My winter squashes continue to grow and trail, and they are filling up this area. I don't want them to overtake my hibiscus, which I am very much looking forward to seeing the beautiful blooms of the hibiscus plants. However, I love the large leaves and I love how it gives the sense of abundance in my garden. I decided to cut some of my zinnias after our conversation about cut and come again flowers. And I know that my zinnias are going to come back again and even multiply. I love the idea of abundance and color in the garden. So I am willing to cut my zinnias, bring them up on the deck, put them in some water, and enjoy them close up. I'm going to find a fancy vase for them and put them by my kitchen window so that I can look at them and then look out on my beautiful garden and enjoy the color and the happy flowers. For more videos, like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. And thank you so much for watching. See you next time right here in Catherine's Garden. Bye.